Good. Okay, we're good. Just making sure. All right, so next week, live on my side, it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be kind of like the first one, where someone else is interviewing me. Yeah. So, here we go. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
How are you? Interview with me.
Of course, it's an honor.
All right. So first, we're gonna do what I call a Fast Five interview that I add to my daily radio show.
Okay.
This one should be about right around 10 minutes, and then after that, we're gonna do an in-depth interview that for my podcast that I upload to YouTube. That one should be around 45 minutes.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. So for the radio interview, I'm going to do a little intro
Okay.
and the name and what you're all about for the listeners, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll pause so that you can speak, and then we'll jump right into the interview.
All right, sound good.
All right, you ready?
I'm always ready.
Do you have a song that we can talk about?
Yes, the song I just released called Indulge.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
excellent. Okay, ready?
Ready.
All right, welcome back to This Talk Ain't Cheap Radio. And in this portion of the show, we like to welcome in a special guest. Why don't you share your name and what you're all about for the listeners?
I go by the name T Quest, aka Miss Gotta Love Me, an overall entertainer when it comes to the music industry.
And talk to me about how you got your start in music.
Well, I grew up a very quiet child, and like most artists, music was my outlet. So that's pretty much how I expressed myself and how I spoke to others, whether it was through writing, poetry, or being in like the church choir, or even the talent shows at the school.
Can you talk to me about your experience singing in the choir and then also participating in talent shows?
Absolutely. It was definitely interesting because, like I said, I was always so quiet. But when it came to music, that's where I felt at home. So when it came to who wants to solo, I'll raise my hand. They were like, she speaks. And then next thing you know, grabbed the mic and just started singing. And when it came to the talent shows, it was pretty much the same thing. And whether it was singing or dancing, and then it transformed into hip hop and rapping when it came to my high school talent shows. And that's when I switched from singer to hip hop artist.
And how do you think that experience of participating in the choir has affected your music, your original music?
I think it affected in a way that it was my start to getting comfortable with being on the microphone as a music artist. Because growing up in a church and being on the choir, you're already in front of tons of people, so it was definitely a good stepping stone for an entertainer, for sure.
Now, how would you describe your music?
My music is very diverse, but right now I'm in a reset and rebranding, and the music I'm pushing out the most right now is more of a hip hop neo soul vibe because my brand has Gotta Love Me, and what I've been pushing is a lot of love songs, relationship songs, which is very sultry and sensual.
What would you say makes you different from other artists?
Well, for one, as a hip hop artist, I don't use like profanity or nothing. I don't even use it in everyday language, and my music is always ready to go, especially for radio. I stay true to myself and what I love and what I believe. I don't follow trends, and I feel like if you're a true fan of mine, you'll love me just forever being me. Because they always like, well, this sells and this is what's out there and this is what you need to do. No, what I need to do is to continue to be me because I realized over the years that's what people admire and respected more about me as an artist, as an entertainer, that I never follow any trends and I continue to be T Quest. And they actually like that I'm different than everyone else.
Wow, that's really interesting, and I certainly commend you in your choice. Not to use profanity, and also to really stay true to yourself as an artist. Has there been any challenges in your music career since you've taken that stance?
Of course. Coming into the music industry by myself, I didn't have like friends or family members, cousins, people down the street that did music like I did. So I pretty much threw myself to the wolves. And being young, being someone who actually had the capital going in, and being a female, being innocent in every way, like the vultures of the industry definitely took advantage of that. So even though outside looking in, like she's young, she's talented, she's gifted, she's doing what she needs to do, behind the scenes, it was actually living hell. And it just never made no sense to me. I'm coming to these people to help me, but at the same time, they're robbing me blind. They're not leading me down the right path. So it was definitely rough behind the scenes, but no matter what I went through, I remained a professional. I still kept a smile on my face and I still entertained the people regardless.
Let's talk about your song "Indulge."
Okay.
Can you talk to me about some of the themes or concepts that you talk about in the song?
Absolutely. So my song Indulge, produced by Red Ring Wiz of Detroit, Michigan, is the first single from the project I'm working on. And it's very sensual. It's for adults, of course. The song is about a woman and a man and how she just wants him to indulge in all of her. Because what I speak to people about when it comes to music, love, and relationships, when you're with someone, desire to be with someone, you should be able and comfortable enough to just be free. Allow them to become one with you, become one with your body. So it's just a woman being open about the man that she wants, the man that she desired, the man that she's with or wants to be with, which in the song he's called Mr. Amazing. And she's just letting him know, like, I'm here and I'm ready to do any and everything with you. You know what I'm saying? Because she craves him, as you should with any partner or desirable partner that you're with or soon to be with or hoping to be with. But yeah.
Now, talk to me about the T-Quest mobile app.
Okay, so a lot of people know there's always social media for artists, but I also have a website, but I wanted to take it up a notch. So I created a T-Quest mobile app, and on the app is where they can find my weekly blog, which is called the Quest Chronicles. I write through Straight Official magazine, which is a branch off of the Worldwide Fleet DJs Coalition that I'm a part of. So they get that every week on my blog. Also, up there is the Fleet DJs radio stations, from classic R&B to hip hop, Latino radio, gospel, pop, like every genre that our team does. Their radio stations are 24/7, each one of them on my app. They'll be able to listen to the T-Quest podcast show coming soon to the app. They'll be able to see like music videos, performances, everything that connects my fans to me, and all that I'm doing and will be doing soon is all on the app. Which can be found in your Google Play Store and in your App Store for free. So definitely download that.
Now, talk to me about your Gotta Love Me brand.
Okay, so my brand is called Gotta Love Me, Turning Dreams into Reality. And it's just a bigger umbrella showcasing all that I do as a music artist, as an entertainer, as a boss woman. Where if you go on my website, gottalovemeworld.com, you'll see my bio, and you'll see the music, the links to get to the music like iTunes, CD Baby, Spotify. You'll also be able to see my clothing line, which is the GLM collection, as well as my cosmetic line, which is the GLM collection lip gloss. That's the first product we started with the cosmetic line. And what else is up there? My music, my clothes, my lip gloss, and then, just in few videos of other things that I do, like radio and podcasting, comedy, just giving them the true essence of me as an entertainer and as a businesswoman. Like, God Love Me is a brand that's out there, not just for me, but for anybody who wants to be a part of it, because before you can love somebody else, you got to love yourself first. And that's what it's all about. Positive people doing positive things.
Can you share your social media links?
I surely can. I kept it very simple for all fans and future fans. And my social media handle is at TQuestGLM. All letters TQUESTGLM. On all social platforms.
Is there anything else you'd like to promote or share?
Nope. Just shout out to you and my crews, and just remember to follow me on social media and download my TQuest app, and everything about me is right up there, and it's forever staying active. So long as you continue to watch, to check out, there's always going to be something new and something awesome that I'm going to drop up there.
All right. I would like to give a very big thank you to my guests for joining me here today on this Talk Ain't Cheap Radio. Now here's some more music. All right. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. So we definitely have a lot to talk about in this in-depth interview.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
All right. So for this one, I'm going to do a little intro.
Mm-hmm.
Her name, Tara T. Quest Little. I'll pause so you can say hello, and then we'll jump right into the interview.
Okay.
And so you're originally from Connecticut, and you are currently where?
In South Carolina.
In South Carolina?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you about what led to the move?
I just wanted to change.
From Connecticut to South Carolina?
I just wanted to change, I felt like my music career was stagnant, and it was time for me to...
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Tara?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I think I muted it by accident. But yeah, I just wanted to change. Things was going well in Connecticut, but I still felt I was a little stagnant. So I was like, let me make a big change so there can be a bigger change in my career.
Okay. That's perfect. Let's save it for the interview.
I thought it was.
Okay. To start this one, I'm going to do a short intro, and then when I say Tara T. Quest Little, I'll pause so that you can say hello, and then we'll jump into the interview.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hello, my name is Sean Ennis from Ennis Management, and thank you for joining me here once again on The Creative Collective. And today I'm honored to be joined by a multi-talented guest, music artist, blogger, radio personality, among other things, from Connecticut, Tara T. Quest Little.
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely. Anytime. It's an honor. I've been following you for a long time now, so it's an honor.
Now, you are originally from Connecticut, but you currently reside in South Carolina. Can you talk about what led to the move?
Absolutely. I felt everything was going well as far as my career in Connecticut, but I felt like I wasn't where I was supposed to be. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a different change of scenery, like reset everything. So let's go down south and become even a bigger artist and expand my brand to where it needs to be. So down south, here I am.
Now let's talk about how you initially got your start in music.
Okay. Well, I grew up a quiet child, and music was always my outlet and how I expressed myself to the world. So I grew up singing in the gospel choir at church and doing different talent shows in the neighborhood as well as in schools.
And what was some of the experiences like in your first few talent shows?
Well, it was a little nerve wracking because I was still a shy person. But for some strange reason, all my confidence came into my body as soon as I touched the mic. Like I felt like I transformed into a different person. And then I always went back to the quiet person as soon as the songs were done. And that's been happening throughout my career for a long time until I became extremely more confident in what I do as an artist on stage.
And I think that that's sort of something that's very common performers, actors, and musicians is that away from their craft, they are generally introverts or reserved people. What initially drew you, being that you were a quiet kid? What even made you want to perform or sing in the choir?
Because even though I didn't talk much to people, if you spoke to me, I definitely responded. And I always had a passion for writing. I always had a passion for music. Like when I'm in a room by myself, I was always singing. I was always dancing. It just always been a part of me. I was just one of those quiet, young, insecure girls that I didn't express it as much. But when it came to being on a stand and being on a stage, I knew that this is where I belong. This is where I'm destined to do. So it became effortless to me in that moment when it came to performing, singing, or dancing.
Now, what music or artist had a big influence on you growing up?
Well, growing up, I only listened to gospel and R&B. So in the gospel realm, I listened to like Helen Beller, John P. Key, the Winans. And then when it comes to R&B, I grew up on a lot of Toni Braxton, Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, all the heavy hitters. All the heavy hitters.
Now, were you why did you only listen to R&B and gospel music growing up?
I listened to what I was accustomed to. That's what my mother listened to, so that's what I listened to. My siblings were still young just like me, so they wasn't buying other type of music. And the only time I heard hip hop when I was younger was when my brother would play it. He was older than us, but he passed away, so it was a while before I heard it again.
Now, you mentioned a few of your musical influences, and these are some of the most famous female vocalists have ever done music. What about these women's career had such an impact on you growing up?
To be honest, even though I listened to them more, music as a whole inspired me because the confidence within a music artist, like they're telling their stories, they're expressing how they feel and experiences that they personally went through. And with me being so quiet, there was so many things I wanted to say, but I just wasn't a talker like that. So I did what they did, expressed it in my writing and expressed it on the mic. To see them being so free in their artistry was just inspiration within itself. And that's why I knew that's what I wanted to do. Because I needed something to help me bring out that confidence, help me to tell my stories, help me to share my thoughts with the world, because there was so much I had to offer. And music was going to push me to get it out there.
Wow, that's really interesting. So let me ask you, what inspires you to make music?
My mind and my heart. It's just, I always knew, and I was always told since I was a child, that there's something about this young lady. It's something about the young one, because I was the young one. Like, she is going to be someone big and major, and she has stories to tell, and she's going to have an impact on people. And that stuck with me. And as I grew older and went through all these experiences and realized that I was always different, and I never understood it until I became an adult and realized me being different is what people love about me. To the point now, they want to hear what I have to say. They want to hear my opinion. They want to hear my music. They want to hear how it's different from everybody else, and still can embrace it, even though it may not be what they normally would listen to.
And can you talk about your decision to not use profanity in your music?
Growing up in a Christian home, it was just something that we never used. And as I got older, I just didn't see the purpose of it. So I just never used it. So when it came to my music, it was never a thought in my mind when it came to writing down my lyrics. You know?
How would you describe your music?
The music I've been pushing lately, I would describe it as hip hop, neo soul, sultry, and sensual. But at the same time, as an entertainer, I do other types of music. I just don't push it as much on my main platform. But like when I do work with New York DJs, they want more rugged, more street hip hop rapping. So I'll give them the freestyles and stuff. And when it comes to placement for certain things, I'm diverse enough to change my tones and change the music to fit whatever platform it needs to be on. I can do hip hop, I can do pop, I can transfer and do rock music, R&B. Like, I just love making music. You know? I love it.
What would you say makes you different from other artists?
What makes me different from other artists is the fact that I'm actually different. People are always having an opinion about how everyone sounds the same, looks the same, do everything the same. We live in the world of trending. Whatever's trending is what people do. But me personally, I don't follow trends. I stay true to myself. I stay true to my message. I stay true to my experiences, my words, and my songs. Can I do certain things when it comes to features with other people? Absolutely. But when it comes to my music, it's my own world and my own lane, doing my own thing. And that's what people admire about me. To the point, if I go on stage, they don't know what I'm about to do. All they know is they're going to love it and embrace it.
Now let's talk about your single, Indulge. Take me through the creation of that song and talk to me about some of the themes and concepts that you talked about in the song.
Okay. So my new single, Indulge, produced by DJ Red Wing Liz from Detroit. How it came about is I know I'm always talking about love and relationships. And when I heard this beat, I fell in love. It had to be mine. So by the time I got it and purchased it and stuff, what I do as an artist, I listen to a beat and I get lost in the beat. And I allow it to tell me the story that I need to write. And In that moment, I just pictured a man and a woman, a man that this woman desired, and what she wanted him to do to her, and what she wanted to do to him. You know, because when it comes to people that you want, desire, or you're in relationship with, in those moments is when you should feel free enough to express yourself, even sexually. You know what I'm saying? If you want them to indulge in you, there's nothing wrong with that. There shouldn't be nothing wrong with that, because you're here for me and I'm here for you. So the song Indulge is pretty much how I want Mr. Amazing, who is the character in the song, to indulge into me, become one with me, sexually, sensually, just, adult style. But yeah, it's super dope. It's out there. A lot of my DJ colleagues and stuff has it in heavy rotation all over the world. They play it on their radio stations. It's on a lot of mixtapes, different lounges and stuff. So it's pretty nice. And a lot of people tell me they love it because it's different. It's different
Hello,
than your
hello,
average.
hello.
I'm here.
I lost you for a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You were talking about the places that your song is being played.
Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of my DJ friends are the ones who've heard about me keeps my new single Indulge in rotation. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's on multiple stations all over the world. I see them putting on a lot of mixtapes that they're putting out there. I see them doing mixes on their live sets on social media. They are playing it in clubs and lounges, and it's just really taken. It's being taken to another level very quickly, because it was actually released in just April. And what that song is doing is just phenomenal, and it's the type of music that is missing right now. We need more love songs. You know what I'm saying? We need more happiness, especially when it comes to people in relationships or soon to be in relationships. Like Jason, like you said, it's a lost art, and I just want to help bring it back to the forefront. Not saying that it's a total loss, and I know there's others out there doing it, but for me personally, I want to bring it back to the forefront.
Now, you have something that's super unique for a musician. Can you talk about the T-Quest mobile app?
Yes. As musicians, they always tell us we should have social medias for our fans to connect with us. So, of course, I'm on the platforms. They say it's super dope when you have a website. So, I have a website. But what makes it even dope, I'm like, let's take it to another notch. Let's get the T-Quest app, and which you can find in your Google Play Store and your App Store for you iPhone people. But what's super dope about the app is kind of just like the website, but more high tech. They can find all of T-Quest and what I'm doing. I have a weekly blog that I put out through Straight Official magazine under the umbrella of the Fleet DJs, and it's called The Quest Chronicles. Love, life, music, and more from my perspective. They can find that on the app. They can find my DJ colleagues, the Fleet DJs, all their radio stations on the app as well. So depending on what type of music that you like, it can be classic hip hop, R&B, Latino music, gospel music. We even started a new rock station. All that can be found on my app, and you can listen to each station 24/7. And then my new podcast, the T-Quest Show, will be up there, so they can actually hear me like they used to hear me on the airwaves. And then you're able to listen to my music, see some videos and performances. So everything I need for my fans to connect with me on, they'll be able to do it through the T-Quest mobile app.
All right, now let's talk about your Gotta Love Me brand.
Okay, so Gotta Love Me started as my slogan, and it turned into a brand. It turned into my website, gottalovemeworld.com. And it's just, once again, a T-Quest world for my fans to interact with me. And what I like about it, it expanded more than just T-Quest. Yes, you're able to listen to my music, check out my writing, hear my comedy, me interacting with DJs, me being a party host, me being a voiceover specialist, all that. But it expanded to different branches of other amazing entrepreneurs that are doing things that's connected to me. Like a part of my Gotta Love Me brand, for example, I have my choreographer and vocal coach and pianist, Just Move Studios. That's under the branch, and because you need, as an artist, to go through artist development, you have to strengthen your vocals, choreography when it comes to performing. So that's under the branch. I even have my travel agent, Whitney's Escapes, because if you're really trying to do this and you're doing performances, you got to get high in the sky, got to book your hotels and everything. So it expanded bigger than what I started with. But it's super awesome. It's pretty much positive people doing positive things, mainly in the entertainment industry, but expanding to be bigger than that as well.
Now, talk to me about the clothing design and your work with cosmetics.
Okay, so under my brands, I have the Gotta Love Me collection, which is my clothing line, and it's pretty much cute, sporty, and comfortable clothes. Mainly a lot of athletes and like dancers and fitness people wear the brand. I have clothing for the whole family, stuff for men, women, girls, boys. I even have products for your dogs too. I try to come up with a product where there's something for everybody. And that is located on my website, godlovemeworld.com, as well as we branched off and expanded with the cosmetic line. And the first product that I created is the lip gloss, the GLM lip gloss, which is natural base. There's no chemicals, nothing artificial in the lip glosses. They come in 5 different flavors for right now. And what makes it different than your average, because that's what it's all about when it comes to branding, what makes you stand out amongst the others in competition, is it's natural, but even the design of it, it comes with an LED light actually in the top and a mirror on the side. So if you're out and about and you want to reapply, you can actually do it from the product itself. Yeah.
Now, I really have to commend you and really illustrate that you're doing something that's so important and that every musician really needs to strive to do, and that is you're creating a business brand around your music. Can you sort of talk to me about how you decided to really take on this task and why this was something that was important for you?
Well, music, like I said, has always been my heartbeat. But I have to be realistic with the times. I didn't just want to be put in a box as a music artist. I always dreamed to be a mogul. I've always dreamed to be a boss. I always dreamed of being like the CEO of a company. So I'm like, I want to make sure that I am taking advantage of all the gifts that God has blessed me with to work in my favor. To the point I feel like I'm not working, I'm just living my life to the fullest. So making music makes me happy. So I put out the music. On top of that, I love to dance. So I used to, do choreography for some people. I love to write. So now I'm a blogger. I love to speak my mind and have people connect to me through my opinion about a lot of things. So I started to be a radio personality. I got picked up from an interview like this, and he was like, wow, you're so dope. Like, you ever thought about doing radio? I'm like, actually, I have. Next thing you know, I had my own show. And from there, I expanded to being on multiple radio stations in the whole tri-state area, from Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, even Massachusetts, and sometimes even down south, I'd be on radio stations. And I've always wanted to do fashion. That's a part of the industry, so I got into it. Cosmetic is a part of the industry. And what makes it better to my advantage is everything a part of the music industry, I genuinely have a love and passion for. And I'm not just doing it because I'm good at it. I'm doing it because I love it. And that's what a lot of people nowadays is missing. They don't have, not everyone, but certain people and certain new artists and stuff don't really have a love for it. They just think it's something quick, something to get them attention, and they think it's easy money, and that's it. You know, that's why I commend the ones who really do music for the right reasons, who have real stories to tell, that really want to touch the lives, that really want to connect with their fans, that really want to put a smile on their faces. And that's what I'm all about.
And I think a question that other artists that maybe are not up to the task like you will have is, how do you manage all of these different things that you're involved in?
It's all about prioritizing and time management, which I personally don't even have it down packed. I'm very honest with what I do, and it can be very tedious. It can be very stressful, but every day I try to come up with a new plan to how I should do this, how I should do that. Sometimes I have to regroup, reset and start all over from the drawing board. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you can wear a lot of hats, but if you don't know how to manage it properly, they're all going to fall, So I'd be like, okay, which one is a priority? What do I need to focus on now? Let me knock out that task before I move to the next one. Because it's cool to have 26 talents, but if everything you're doing is all pending and nothing is complete, what are you really getting done? So that's the part. Some people, it's not easy, but it can be done. And if you have to start over and go back to the drawing board or rewrite your vision board, it's okay, as long as you don't give up, especially if this is what you really want to do. Because when it comes to the music industry, it's an art that I feel like the average person that's a part of it sacrificed the most for. Like, I've given my last to do what I do. Why? Because I have a genuine passion when it comes to music and entertaining.
What are your music career goals?
My career goal? My career goals is to produce a lot of music products that a lot of people will love, enjoy, relate, and make timeless music. So when I'm long gone, it still be out here and people are still vibing to it. Nowadays, there's not much timeless music. There's not many classics that if you heard it from 20, 30 years from now, people will still enjoy it. And I don't want to be a part of that category. I want to make sure that all my businesses are multi-billion-dollar businesses, so I can leave a legacy to my family and the generation behind me. I want to make sure that I'm making enough money financially that I could actually help other people that either doing what I'm doing or trying to follow their dreams. Because nowadays, life is so hard and it's so much involved that it's to the point people are just stuck in 9 to 5s being miserable, and you shouldn't have to be that, especially when you only have one life to live. So if I can be that person that can help someone follow their dream, that's what I'm all about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you mentioned making timeless music. So let me ask you, what do you feel are the characteristics of great or groundbreaking music?
I feel time. And what I mean by that is this new generation, everything's so fast paced. Everything's so fast paced. They feel like if they have words and they have words to rhyme with it, they automatically got the song. They already got the hook. Let's push it out. Bada bing, bada boom. Bam, it's done. A lot of people are not taking the time out to make timeless music, to really tell a story. Don't just rhyme words, to let people actually feel what you're saying. Whether it's a happy emotion, if they wrote a song like that, I want to feel happy when I'm listening to it. I want to feel that hurt you felt when you wrote that breakup song. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, we can't always be in a rush and then we can't do everything fast paced. So my thing is, it's all about taking the time to really make a classic. Don't think about deadlines or being the next one out. Just really take your time, and then be comfortable enough, like, if you do need help, to ask for help, you know, be like, you know what, I know where I want to go with this, but it's not hitting right. So instead of being frustrated, probably ask someone you can trust to help you get that proper harmony, to help you bring out that line that you really want to say, if it's like a bar or something, as a hip hop artist, and invest in real beats, invest in producers that are really making you feel the beat without you even putting the words to it as of yet. Back in the day, songs used to be like 5, 6, 7 minutes long when you was able to hear every instrument. You know what I'm saying? To the point, like, in the song, you just heard the music, but you still felt it because even the music was telling a story. We don't have that anymore. I remember when I put out my song, a producer told me, I love the song, but I feel like it's too long. It should be like 3 minutes or so. I'm like, what? No. No. I want to tell my story, tell it the way I'm telling it, and I want to allow the beat to breathe a little bit. Everything shouldn't have to be a rush. Well, if it's in the club and the DJs is playing and they're going to cut off the ending part anyway, I don't care, because that's not the only place a song is going to be played. I do not work with producers that take their time to do what they do, to create magic before I even touch it with my lyrics. Just for it to be like, all right, that was good, on to the next one. I refuse. And that's why I don't just pump out music every day like the average artist. I want to take my time to give quality. So eventually I could be one of those artists that has a residency in Vegas where I'm singing or rapping on my classic and people are loving it and enjoying it. That'll be super awesome.
What song or kind of music is your favorite to perform?
Right now I do enjoy singing my love songs, because now the type of gigs I'm getting is in lounges. Even though I'm a hip hop artist, I'm like the exception to R&B events and poetry events and erotic events. So to be a part of that grown and sexy environment, I think is super dope, where they'll put me in a category with like Erykah Badu and Floetry and stuff, because I'm getting older. It's cool to be out and having fun, dancing, twerking, or whatever, but there's a time and place for that. I don't want to be in the category, no disrespect to City Girls and Cardi B, just because I know I can be. Just because if I wanted to dance like that, I'll dance like that. If I wanted to rap like that, I'll rap like that. I have a bigger picture for T-Quest as an artist, but most importantly, as a woman. Because I still want to be respected for my artistry. So yes, I'm grown and I can shake a tail feather when I want to. But I don't want to be put in that category for me personally. But at the same time, I do love to dance and I do love to have fun. And of course I do, because as a party host, that's what I do. But, the sultry stuff has definitely been hitting harder recently.
What is one thing that you love and one thing that you absolutely hate about the music industry?
The one thing that I love about it is the effect it has on the people. People's like, oh my gosh, your voice is amazing. And they're just talking about my speaking voice. You know what? When I heard your music, I felt that. Because that's how I felt when I went through blah, 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 blah. I love that when I make music, it's relatable. Whether it's a situation that they've been through, a situation that they're going through, or a situation that they desire to be in. Because on some of my songs, especially my love songs, are songs that I'm actually talking about me in the future. This is the type of love that I want. This is the type of love that I desire. This is the type of treatment I desire. And that's what I write about. So the relatable part of it is what I love. And what I hate about it is the trust and the lack of support. Like I told you before, me coming into this industry, I didn't know anybody. I didn't come in with a clique, a crew, a manager, a brother, a sister, a fan. Like I came in by myself. So for me to be throwing myself to the wolves, these promoters and DJs and A&Rs and PRs supposed to be here to help me, and for them to do what they did was shocking, but I wasn't surprised because I kind of knew it was already like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when the whole R. Kelly documentary came out. I wrote about a blog and said I survived R. Kelly, and they thought it was clickbait. And I'm like, no. I remember being at his concert as a teenager. I remember his people asking us to get on the tour bus, and I'm just like, if I wasn't with my family, knowing me, an aspiring artist, I probably wouldn't have went on the bus. Who knows what life would have been like now? So I wrote about that, and what I explained in my blog is, even though some people think those stories was fake or these girls are just trying to get attention, let's not be blinded for the fact that this stuff really does happen. Because I'm a witness to it. I've been in a lot of meetings and stuff when I'm trying to do my music or trying to buy a beat or trying to get my name out there, when these guys are in my face being disrespectful to the point they're attacking me, and I have to fight them off. These situations are real. But I still got to put a smile on my face, and I can't allow them to break me, because at the end of the day, I still know that I'm destined to be an entertainer, so I got to brush it off and keep it moving. And on top of that is the support. Everyone always say, I'm rocking with you, I'm here for you, I'm riding for you. What does that mean in your eyes? Because in my eyes, support is action. You click and like or hit me with smiley faces is not helping me. You know, you can't tell me I watch your performance, the video. No, I want you there at the show. Be like, I heard your link to your song. No, I want you to purchase the song. I saw the picture to your clothes. It's super dope. No, I want you to add to cart. But that's the part people don't understand. Like, you give me compliments telling me, oh, I see you out here doing your thing, getting the bag. Like, we can't be music artists, DJs, actors, dancers, comedians without the fans. We need you to buy the tickets. We need you to buy the product, because that's how we keep it going. But for some odd reason, people are just not understanding that in certain situations. And it's shocking. But since I'm so used to it, I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. In my mind now, as a music artist and entrepreneur, is that it's my job to put out the material. It's my job to tell you what I do. It's my job to produce the product. It's my job to promote it. And if you don't support through actions, you're just not my fan, and you're just not the customer that I need. And I'm okay with that. And a lot of people have to grow to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that I was able to grow to that level of maturity and professionalism, even when it comes to other people. When I can, I buy other people's music. I buy their merchandise. When it comes to booking people for my own stuff, even DJs, I don't shorthand them like the average promoter in a club. Like, I know your worth, and I'm going to pay you your worth. And I just wish other people was like that, but you just got to face reality. It's not like that with everybody. But there are going to be people out there that genuinely love you and support you, that genuinely want to see you succeed, that would genuinely be there to help you and guide you and get you where you need to be. You just got to be patient until you actually come across those people in your life and in your path.
Now, having gone through and experienced what you've gone through in the music industry, what advice could you give for a female aspiring musician or musician who's just starting out in their music career?
The advice I would give them is, make sure you have a genuine love for what you do, so that love will be strong enough to get you through the hard times. You know what I'm saying? When you're spending your last to invest into yourself and your talent. You know what I mean? Because I've plenty of times when I have to travel places to get my name out there, and I literally used the last dollar to my name praying something happened. You know? And it was the love for what I do that pushed me through all those hard times that I fell into when it came to this music and stuff. And also, make sure you take the time to practice and perfect your craft. You can't get too big-headed, and you can't rush time. You can't think you know everything, you know? Because once again, it's all about trying to create timeless music. Remind yourself the why you do what you do. And also, stay true to self. Don't get lost in the shuffle. Don't get lost in the hype. You know, take the time to learn the business. Take the time to do the research, because that's what was my downfall when I first came in. Is I had the talent, I had the drive, I had the money. I didn't know the business, and I didn't have proper guidance. And that was my downfall as soon as I started. And that's why I tell people, have a love for what you do, practice what you do, stay humble, and really learn the whole business as a whole. And have fun. And have fun.
Can you share your social media links?
Absolutely. I kept it super simple for the people. You can find me on all social media at TQuestGLM. TQUESTGLM on all social platforms.
Is there anyone you'd like to acknowledge for offering financial or emotional support to you in your music career?
What do you mean exactly?
Anyone who's showed you support in your music career?
Yeah, my immediate family, my real friends, and my real fans, and a special shout out to the newer people that has entered my life, because they've watched my grind, my hustle over the years, and now they're reaching out like, look, I see what you're doing, I love what you're doing, and I want to help, I want to be involved. And that warms my heart, because it's a lot of times I'll be like, I can't do this, like it's too much, I can't handle it, I can't handle the stress, I can't handle the financial, it's just too much. But when people remind me like, you're doing great, and when people come to my life like, I want to help you, that genuinely warms our heart. Like my best friend Just Moves, the Fat Cast, the female group I'm a part of, the new people like the Fleet DJs, you know, UK Unknown from California, my producer Rebbing Wiz, you know, definitely been pushing me like, you are so close, don't give up, because you have a story, well, stories to tell, and the people need to hear it. Because people like me, they call a breath of fresh air. I'm the type of person that I'm very respectful, I'm very humble, I'm very loving, I'm very giving. I don't judge people. I genuinely here for people with a pure heart. And nowadays, that's hard to come by. And this is my time. Like my song I put out a couple years ago, it's my time. And I feel like right now, it really is. It is my season, and I don't want to miss that. So I'm here pouring it out to the world. And I appreciate anyone who's ever rocked with me, and going to rock with me. Because I'm a blessing to life. I am.
Is there anything else you'd like to promote or share?
Like I said to people, keep it simple. Follow me on social media, TQuestGLM. Download my TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. Purchase my single, Indulge. Even DJs, I understand I send you guys the DJ service packs, but you know, you can still purchase it, you know, play it, give me some more streams, like help me out. I'm not too prideful to not tell people that I need the help, you know, and I feel like right now, like I said, the right people are finally coming into my life and in my corner, and I'm excited to what we're going to bring to the world, because it's needed, and I'm here. So let's go.
All right. I would like to give a very big joining me here today on the Creative Collective. As always, write your comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And for all of your promotion, marketing, as well as music career consulting needs, email ennisproductions@gmail.com. Nice job.
Thank you.
That was excellent. And truthfully, honestly speaking, I am so proud of you. I know we've, this is the first time we've ever spoken, but honestly, where your mind is in terms of the branding and all the brand extension things that you're doing around your music.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important. And the thing is, like, one of these things are going to hit for you. I know for a fact you're going to be successful in being a music artist, or being a podcaster, or being a radio personality, or being a clothing designer, or being a cosmetic, or being a comedy, and you have all these different opportunities to succeed, and giving yourself an opportunity to be seen and heard by the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so you are just so on the right track. And I hopefully, the goal is that people will hear this interview and get inspired and be like, oh, okay, well, she's got an app. Let me go ahead and get an app.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. And that's what it's all about. That's why when I used to do like my T-Quest Tuesday talent showcases back in Connecticut, I wasn't like the radio station charge you $200, $300 to perform a song and then, have so-called A&Rs in the building. Like, I didn't do that. I'm like, look, I have a platform for you. You know what I'm saying? For you to showcase what you do. And I'm going to bring people out from different radio stations because I've put the groundwork to have these connects. And I'm going to bring them out for you. I don't want nothing out of it, You do what you do. Why? Because I wish I had the proper guidance. I wish I had someone to help me when I first started. I wish I didn't have to go through all those traumatic experiences when it comes to this music industry by myself that not even my family or nobody knows because I never spoke about it. I always kept the smile on my face, got through it, and be like, on to the next adventure, and hopefully it's a good one. So when I help people, they're like, what's the catch? I'm like, I don't have a catch. Like, I genuinely want to help you because I wish somebody helped me. And the one thing that scares me nowadays is people are always complaining about the new generation, how they think they know so much or they doing everything the wrong way. I'm like, well, technically, they don't have proper guidance and leaders. They're following each other. You know what I'm saying? They're trending what they're trending. They don't have anyone emulate something positive. And when people do try to ask other people who have the knowledge about stuff, the first thing they say is, oh, how come you don't have this and how come you don't have that and you should know this and you should know that. That's the whole reason why I'm coming to you, because I don't know. So instead of you judging me or trying to put me down because I didn't know, why don't you help me so I can know, so I can move accordingly the proper way? Even when it comes to me, I've owned up to not being where I need to be, or being a lazy artist, or not having stuff done the proper way or the professional way or with the proper paperwork and stuff. I've owned up to that. All I know is right now, I know what I'm destined to do. I know the big impact I'm going to have in this world, and I'm trying to do it right. I don't even care if I have to start back from scratch. Just help me and guide me. If I ask you for a question or I ask you a question, just answer it. Don't make me feel bad because I didn't know, especially when I'm coming to you because I want to know, because I want to elevate, because I want to grow. And that's the problem. And when it comes to new artists, they're skipping artist development and wonder why when they're on these stages, they just stand around and bop it around and think that's a performance. No, I call myself an entertainer. So when I go to shows, I want to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, y'all just take it as a joke to the point the music industry shouldn't be a laughing stock. Music has such a big impact on this world and should be used for better things than just hopping around and drinking and smoking and twerking. Like, what? Like, no. It's an embarrassment. It
And
really
that's also,
is.
it's really great to hear that you say, as an entrepreneur, there's going to be times where you do have to reset and hit the drawing board. And that's another important thing to understand as an entrepreneur. And that's an area that I see a lot of musicians stumbling, is that they're not equipped to deal with roadblocks, challenges, and rejections. They'll give up for a year. They'll stop progressing and trying. So that's really good that you already have that in your mind. Like, hey, sometimes you got to hit the reset. Sometimes you got to start over. And hey, if you ever need someone to bounce any ideas on, or any information that I may have, certainly feel free to email, shoot me a text, reach out to me on Facebook. I'll certainly definitely be willing to share any information that I have with you.
No, I definitely appreciate that because, to be honest, I've seen you on social media. I've seen you on my timeline, and it's certain things that you've written that I've actually screenshot and went back to. So you've actually been helping me without even knowing you've been helping me because you're dropping jewels that these artists need to pick up, but they're not around picking it up, and I don't understand it. So you've already been helping me. But I appreciate having this conversation to know that I can come to you if I do have questions, because I'm always going to have questions. The industry is forever changing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you have to keep up with it. And even when it comes to music and stuff, I tell people I'm in a weird, awkward phase of my career where I've worked so hard from day one to get my name out there that when they see me, they look at T Quest as she does it all. Her life is picture perfect. I'm like, no, I just don't put my downfall on social media because that's not none of your business. But the sad part is if I do come to people for help and guidance, they think I'm doing it for attention or it's a joke because they was like, there's no way she needs this. There's no way she needs help with that. She's probably asking everybody this just for a come up. But I'm like, no, I have no reason to lie to you. Like, if I'm coming to you for help, like, I really need the help. And it's just sad because they judge you off of social media as if you're not a human being.
That's why, the music business is really, really, really made up of relationships, and you gotta find and then stick with the genuine people.
Absolutely. Even where I'm at now, I'm proud of myself for all I've accomplished, mainly by myself throughout the years. And now I'm just like, it's cool on the surface, but internally I've been broken from all the bad experience I've experienced when it comes to this industry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to heal so I can come back bigger and better than ever. You know what I'm saying? I want to heal so I can tell my stories so they're received properly. I want to tell these people, them times you thought I was living my best life, I was struggling like the average person, but you didn't want to believe me. But I'm comfortable enough to tell it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to your show not because I'm trying to make a guest appearance. I'm coming here because I genuinely want to support you because I wish I had it. I'm having a show. I'm booking a DJ. I don't want you to give me a discount because we cool. I'm going to pay you what you're worth because I respect your artistry and I respect your profession and I respect your talent. You know what I'm saying? I tell people I'm only responsible for what I do. And even though people are like, where's this and where's that? I'm like, look, I wish I had it too, but right now I have to really get me together so I could be a better artist, so I could be a better businesswoman. Make sure my finances are good so I could invest in what I'm doing the proper way because I realized I've been doing it wrong this whole time, trying to figure out why I'm stagnant. And I'm like, allow me to make the change so I can be here the way people want me to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they all look.
One of the biggest things that I ever heard Nipsey Hussle say, someone asked him, what piece of advice would you give for an up and coming artist or an up and coming musician? And he said, just don't give up on your dream. That's the only difference between me here where I'm at right now and them, is that I just never gave up on my dream.
Mm-hmm.
So for you as well, like just keep going.
Yep. I can never give up on my dream because, to be honest, it's all I have.
Right.
My music is my heartbeat. Music is my heartbeat. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm happy that I'm in a place where I can grow and learn from my mistakes. Because a lot of people don't get a chance to do that because they're so tied into 9 to 5s or being
Right.
overworked, underpaid just to pay bills to the point they don't even have the money to invest in what they want to do, or they're too worn out to even have the strength to fulfill their dreams, or the point they was like, well, technically you keep talking about priorities. What priorities is bills and the food on the table, which is great, but it hurts my heart that people have to give up on their dreams just to keep up with society.
Right.
So when I see other people that's really pushing, like, I want to be your cheerleader, but don't just look at me as like, why I put myself out there as like super quest, like I'm superwoman. But at the same time, I need you just as much as you need me. I want to support you, but I need you to support me too. I want to be here for you, but I need you to be here for me too. Of course, it's not realistic to be here for everybody, but I feel
Right.
if we all just made a little bit more effort, we could actually make a difference. And I tell people, I don't want to be like Nipsey when I've been doing all this hard work for everybody. And then you appreciate it when I'm gone. Appreciate while I'm here.
Yep.
That's like one of the
Yep.
scariest things. And sometimes I really think about that. Like when I was leaving Connecticut, I was there. But as soon as I said I was leaving, oh, let's hang out. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, why was you excited to hang out with me and support me when I was there wishing that you did hang out and support
Right.
me? Now that you're realizing that I'm leaving and I'm about to be gone, now you want to make it right in my last days here? No. Like, don't do that. That's what I saw something online. They had pictures of some of the like hip hop activists, like David Banner and stuff. Like, yo, they're doing great things in our community. They're doing great things for the culture. Support and praise them now. Don't wait until they're gone. But we're so wrapped up in society and the stress of life and bills and family and friends, and like to the point we don't have no time and strength for nothing extra. And the sad part is, it's not just the extra. People are losing themselves in the shuffle, and that's what I did. To the point I didn't know who I was no more. I don't even recognize myself. That's why even though I came down here for my music, I came down here not just a reset on my career. I came down here for a reset on my life. And
That's important. That's
it
very important.
is. It definitely is. You can't lose yourself. You can't be so wrapped up in everything that you forgot about you. And that's where I am now. People say, oh, you should just now. I'm like, no, what I need to do right now is focus on me, my health, my strength, my mental, my spiritual, my emotions, so I can be out there bigger and better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's been so much for the great interview.
Absolutely.
I'll be sure to send you the link once I get it edited and uploaded to YouTube.
I appreciate that.
All right, and like I said, if you do ever if there's anything I can ever assist you with in the future, feel free to reach out. Don't hesitate.
I really appreciate that. And
All
I'm
right,
going to take you up
thank
on
you
it.
so much. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Woo! Well, that was fun, you guys who are still listening from my side. I think he stopped the interview exactly where he needed to stop it because I'm over here really about to get emotional. No, I'm too cool for that. It's just, when it comes to music and stuff, it's real. It's so real. And even though I put myself out there as Super Quest, like there's nothing I can't do. Like I'm still human. You know what I mean? And that's just life. But I appreciate all you guys for tuning in and just taking the time out to listen, because everything in life is optional. So the fact that you guys are taking this time to even listen to what I have to say and appreciate what I'm saying, like, you guys are the MVP, So, but yeah, it's I'm gonna go back on this live and see everything everyone was saying and respond to all you guys. And like I said in this, I think the interview was like an hour or so. Yeah, let's connect, let's vibe, let's support one another, and really bring back the art of music, the art of performing, the art of DJing. I was on the phone with a DJ last night, which I talk to you guys all the time because you guys are my only friends. But I was telling him that when my friends and I used to go to the club, we used to go to the club a couple of times a week, and it didn't matter if it was a club, it was a bar, or a lounge. We don't care what the drink specials were. We didn't care what the food specials were. We didn't care if anybody was in the building. The only thing that mattered to us was the DJ and the music he was playing. Because my friends and I is totally okay with being in a facility, club, lounge, or whatever, as long as the music was rocking. Because that's what we came there for. We didn't come to be statues like some of those girls that just come in being cute and just standing. You better not talk to them, better not touch them, better not look in their direction. Like, no, we ain't got time for all that. We come there for the music. We came there to dance. We came to have a good time. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell people I'm honored as an artist to be so close to the DJs. And I still appreciate you guys, because you guys are the ones who bring my happiness when I'm out and about. You guys are the one that play my music. You guys are the one that keep me in rotation. You guys are the ones that keep me relevant. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to put that out there because I've witnessed them, what you guys go through, just like we artists go through, and people try to lowball us. I'm like, no, you need to pay me for the quality that I'm about to bring to you guys. You know what I mean? But I don't want to stay there too long. I need to charge my phone. And I think I'm going to take myself out to dinner. I'm probably going to go somewhere where there's a bar, not to drink, but just sit there and be grown. And just enjoy me. And some of you guys, I may slide in your DM to keep me company or whatever. But before I end this, like I said before, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, because to be tuning on my live was optional and you guys decided to. So I appreciate you guys. To continue to tune in after a couple of minutes was optional and you continue to do it. So I appreciate you guys. But let me do the business part of it. If you DJs need drops, tags, producing tags, promo for radio, or for your parties on the weekends, artists, if you need skits, features, hosting of mixtapes, or anything, like, this is what I do. This is who I am. This is my career. I'm not on the level of Beyonce and them, so I'm really on that grind, hustle type phase. So, if you guys need any of my gifts and talents, hit me up and let's work together and let's build and let's vibe and let's make moves, because it's only right to do. Use my voice because, it's my money maker. And yeah, so shout out to all you guys for sure. And I'm going to actually go back and go back to all the comments, because when I was talking to him, I really was just listening to him and nothing else. But for all you DJs who don't have it, my new single, Indulge, message me here or in the DM, and what I'll do is send you guys the DJ service pack. Yeah. And if you just want to support a struggling artist, just because you have love for T-Quest, my PayPal is active. My Cash App is active. The donate button on my website is active. So feel free to use it if you decide to use it, could it definitely be appreciated, you know? For sure. But yeah, that was super dope. Shout out to Sean Ennis for that interview because we've been friends on social media for quite some time now. And I watch him on my news feed, and he's music management. He's in management. And he just dropped so many jewels about the music business every day, all day. And I don't even know if these music artists are even catching it. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I definitely been paying attention. And sometimes I'll scroll back on his page to see if there's something I missed because nobody is perfect. No one knows everything. You know, especially right now, like I said in the interview, this reset. I'm just trying to make everything right and do it the right way. You got Beyonce up here with billions of dollars. Like, can I get a cut? Can I get a cut? But yeah, I think I'm about to get off this thing. I feel like I'm losing my voice and I got some recordings I have to do. So, shout out to all of you. Make sure you download my mobile app. Make sure you write me a review and give me 5 stars. You know, and let's keep this T-Quest and GLM brand alive. You know, it's not going anywhere. And even if I got to push it by myself even longer, that's what I should do. But I love and appreciate each and every one of you. And don't be shocked if mañana, tomorrow, I slide in your DM. Or even tonight when I take myself out to dinner and enjoy some T-Quest because I love T-Quest. And she loves me. An update on my events, I will be in Richmond, Virginia next Saturday in this session, the day party with DJ Special J. So if there's anybody in the Richmond, Virginia area, or you know anybody out there that can come through just to show love to me, you could be like, look, I got my homegirl T Quest. She coming through to Virginia for the first time. If you guys ain't doing nothing, you know, go to her event, show her some love. It's from 2 to 6. It's a day party playing 90s and 90s and 2000 music. And then the first hour is like a Caribbean buffet and everything. So it's gonna be good vibes, good vibes. So contact me. And on that note, I'm about to sign out off this live. And I will talk to you guys. Yeah. Smiley face. That was so fun. And I want to say before I go, I know I said goodbye like 17 times. Shout out to like the real fans that pay attention to what I do. Because if my blog is late on a Tuesday, I love how some of you guys contact me and be like, where's the Quest Chronicles? That means you're paying attention. I appreciate that. For the ones who knew that I was going to start my T-Quest podcast and asked me, where's the podcast? I appreciate you for noticing that it hasn't been up yet. That means you guys are really paying attention to what I'm doing, even if you don't post, like, share, comment. So in a way, I definitely like that. But, you know, commenting on things is better, so I know you're paying attention. But that's the only thing extra I wanted to add. But yeah, I'm out. Talk to you later. Mwah.